must pay respects to the one who brought us this far. I just need a moment alone. We love you. Could you maybe meet me before the memorial and we can ride there together? Thanks for understanding. I just needed some space. I used to think that everything would be alright once we got Anne back from Pandoria. Elizabeth would point the four of us in the right direction, we'd blow some stuff up, and hey, peace restored. Then reality comes and punches me straight in the face. Guess I had that coming for daring to hope, huh? Hope can never be bad, Alex. Just can't stop thinking about her. We get into fights more times than I could count. She was always scolding me for being too reckless. And don't get me started on all her stupid rules. But before her, I never had that, you know? There was no one to catch me when I fell. Until Elizabeth. When I did something stupid, she was the one who picked me up at the station. When I failed, she would tell me to try again. All those rules weren't her trying to make me into someone else. She was helping me to be my best self. It was love, and I was too stubborn to see it. Elizabeth was the first person to see me as not just some angry kid raging against the world, but as someone better, someone who could be a hero. She was right. You are a hero, Alex. Thanks, Holly. That means a lot. She was our leader. More than Fripp, she was the one who showed us what it meant to be a soul rider. Losing her, it's too much. I don't know if I'm ready to move on, Holly. I don't know if I can. You're not alone. We can help.
Here I am, though I wish I was braver. We all came here today for a last goodbye. Leave a rose on a grave of a mother. We will ride again, we will ride again, like the sun. You live on, a new dawn, with the morning sky in our hearts. You live on.
How are you holding up, Alex? Life goes on. I'll be fine. Look, Alex. Everyone will tell you that you have to move on. Like it's something you can get over. It's not. It will be with you all your life. It's something that you need to make a part of you because you must live with it. Things might never be fine, but that's okay. It's up to you how to handle that. Just don't forget that you have friends that are willing to be there for you. I think I can do that. Thanks, Lisa. We are still soul riders. We'll stand by each other. We will honor her memory. At times like this, I find it easier to express my feelings with my guitar. Stay and listen if you'd like. Do you think Elizabeth, wherever she is, can hear my song? Oh, Elizabeth! I wish I had got the chance to know her. She meant so much to all of you. Do you think you could tell me a bit about what kind of person she was? Elizabeth always knew how important it was for us to be together and stand as one. I think she understood better than anyone what it meant to be a soul rider. Of course she did. She used to be a soul rider just like us. At first, when we all met, I wasn't ready to accept this as my destiny. And my powers didn't come easy. I saw how Alex's gifts just flowed out of her. I tried to hide my struggles from the others, but Elizabeth saw right through it. She took me aside and told me about her own journey, how lost she felt when she first discovered her magic, how she came to understand and find confidence in who she was. Elizabeth spent a lot of time with me after that, teaching me about what it meant to be part of the Sun Circle. From all her help and guidance, I learned something far more important than magic. She taught me to step up and be myself. I found my place among my friends. Adults might seem like they have all the answers, but they struggle, just like the rest of us. I'm glad that Elizabeth wasn't afraid of showing that. When I would ask her a question that she didn't know the answer to, she would still encourage me to go find the answer and give me the guidance needed to find out more. Even the times when she didn't tell us everything, I think it was still her way of trying to protect us, even to the point of being overprotective. No one is perfect. We're all the sum of our experiences. Not only a good mentor, but someone who cared a lot about all of you. Will you still be alright with all this magic destiny thing without her? If Elizabeth taught us anything, it's that we have to count on each other. Alone, we don't have the courage or the answers to go on, but together, we'll be a team It's all Elizabeth ever wanted. I can't stop thinking about when Elizabeth first came to Jorvik stables to ride her first horse. Was she a great rider? Oh, she would be. It'd take her more than a bit of work to get there. If Elizabeth had met her Concorde, perhaps she would have had a little help from AD. We hadn't found her starbreed. She was stuck taking her first steps as a soul rider and training with one of our training horses. Riding didn't come easy to Elizabeth. I'd never seen a girl so timid around a horse, but she came back day after day not just to ride, but to learn everything about stable life, and she never gave up. Determined to succeed in whichever task she attempts, it sounds like she never changed much in that aspect. She used to have so much love for all horses too. That was one girl I could tell was shining strongly with AD's light. When I first got the news of what happened to her, my first thought was, oh no, I never returned her hairbrush. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to get a decent delivery of hair products when you live in a cave, so I often ended up borrowing things from Elizabeth. Thinking about those silly little moments and realizing that they're all gone now, it was just too difficult to comprehend. It wasn't until Lucien climbed up on my rope and gave me a comforting nudge that I realized that I'd been crying. Strange, she was gone and a hairbrush was what made me break down. I remember the first time we went riding outside the stables. Once the beginners learn to sit on their horses without falling off, I like to take them on a short hack. On this one ride, though, something spooked her horse. It had flipped. I thought one of the thick branches might knock her right off the horse. When just a few minutes later, she came back unscathed. Something happened out there in the woods. She just smiled and said it was a secret between her and the runestones. To see her ride after that, it's as if she'd been around horses for years. Destiny had plans for her. The amazing thing about starbreeds is that since they are destined to bond with one special soul, always reflect an aspect on their rider. When it comes to the soul riders and their starbreeds, I've noticed that the rider will start to reflect the spirit of the horse the closer their bond. You've probably heard stories about the Concorde. That horse was full of himself. Elizabeth Sunbeam was strong and determined from the day we first met, but she was shy. She let others take credit for her accomplishments. After she found her Concorde, her confidence bloomed. She embraced her talents and wouldn't let any man push her to the sidelines. She earned a reputation as a bit of a firebrand stirring up trouble. Concorde didn't just let Elizabeth become a soul rider through their bond. He helped her see that she could be a leader. Excuse me. Oh, can I talk to you guys? I feel for Concorde. She is still so young to comprehend what really happened, but she can feel that something is wrong. One son has faded from this world, and it pains our little sister. Old friend, listen to the music around you. Elizabeth lives on in Lisa's song and in the memories of those who loved her. She lives on in you, Concorde. The bond you shared is part of you for all time. Until AD's return, the legacy of every soul rider of the sun lives on in you.